Hi and welcome to my video. This time I'll be presenting an interview with Ms. Rivka Susilo. She is the principal of Stella Gracia School in Kupang. So we will learn about her experience in intercultural environment, both when she's still a grad student and now she is as a principal and teacher in this school. Let's begin this interview. Hi Ms. Rivka, thanks for your time. Probably we can start by you can introduce yourself a little bit, please.
Hi everyone, my name is Rivka Susilo and I'm originally from Malang, and I did my bachelor's degree in Australia. I did Bachelor of Commerce at that time, and then last year I just finished my master's degree in education in the UK, and right now I'm the principal in Stella Gracia School in Kupang, and I'm also teaching maths in this school.
So Ms. Rivka, can you tell me a little bit your experience in terms of the intercultural environment that you have had as a former student in international society and also a teacher in international school?
So I had the opportunity to go abroad for my bachelor and master's degree, and I think it was a privilege, as in like to be able to meet different people from different countries, and yeah, that was interesting because when I was doing my master's degree in education, like it's very interesting to be able to listen to what the educational policies in their countries, and then like how their students are behaving, the teachers, how the teachers conduct their the classes and things like that. It's like you got to learn new things, which is very interesting for me, especially. And as a teacher, I also had the opportunity to. I actually started working as a teacher in one of the international schools in Jakarta, and I had the opportunity to be able to meet fellow colleagues from different countries. And I think for when I was a teacher in that school, it's more of like I learned their work ethics and then how they treat their students in class, and then how they conduct their classes, and I got to see it like straight away, like in their classes. It's like, oh, that's interesting because I got colleagues from the States, from the USA, or also from Singapore, from India, and things like that. And they're very different, like the way they conduct their classes, which is interesting when I was there, and then I got to learn different ways of teaching from them.
All right. Wow, that's very interesting. Okay, let's go back a little bit. Okay, when the first time, you went abroad, you had no experience how international society would look like. Did you find any shock culture in a way?
I don't think so. Maybe because I had the opportunity to go to study in an international school when I was in high school. So I already met some teachers from different countries. So but I guess it's more of the language, and but like I still found it interesting that it's not really like a culture shock, but it's more of like, oh, that's interesting, so that's how you do it here. Oh, that's how you say it here, things like that. So yeah, I find it more of like a fun, enjoyable experience rather than a culture shock, things like that.
Alright. I'm interested about the language barrier you just told me. How you overcome this situation?
So it's more of because they use English, so not that I don't understand the speaking English, but more of like the terms they use, and then
we call social awkwardness. Did you ever experience this type of situation? Yeah? Because you know, with different backgrounds, sometimes we talk different way, and then we see things differently.
Like maybe because like my personality is like I tend to listen to people more, and then like so whenever they're speaking, even though it's like I find it a little bit weird or not according to what I know back home, but I'm more like okay, I listen and then I like oh so that's how they speak or that's how they think about things and things like that. But I think there was one that really surprised me. I don't know, maybe because our Asian background, we're not really into like, you know, hugging and things like that. It's I think it's becoming more common now, but back then when I was studying, it's like not really so common. Like, so when I went up there, even with guys and things like that, they were like, oh, hello, and then they started hugging and things like that. First I was like, oh, okay, like, felt a bit awkward and things like that. But then, like, I know that, oh, so that's how the Westerner tend to, you know, trying to be open to people. That's how they say hi, that's how they show that they care and things like that. So that's, I think I started to embrace that also. Like, so when I went back here, it's like, yeah, whenever I see my friends, I also try, okay, we start hugging and it becomes normal now. But at first, it was, whoa, like things like that.
Alright, that's understandable because we come from different background with the Westerners, of course. But can you elaborate more on this thing? Because I'm really interested to know more. Okay, we have different habit. Okay, the way we do things, the way we conduct things. The one example you just gave us. How did you embrace it? Okay, versus the culture that you have right now.
Okay. Like if I saw things that were different, like I think in my mind, like I just say, okay, so that's how they do it in their country, and then I think I instantly try to like understand it in a way, like I'm trying to be open and then okay, so that's how they do it, and then, but then I usually will tell them also, oh yeah, back in my country we don't usually do that, but oh I see now that that's how you do it in your country.
Okay, so you ask and invite them to have like understanding from two parts here. Yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
It's like the things that maybe, you know, oh yeah, we don't usually do it that way in our country because of the, you know, maybe the religion prohibited and things like that. But then, yeah, maybe because in your country there's not that, maybe there's no regulation, things like that. So maybe you're more open, things like that. So I think we became like we share how our countries are different, but then we ended up respecting each other's culture.
Alright. So I think what we learned here about the respect from different culture, but from your side, from your own perspective and experience, what have you gained from your international society?
Definitely, I get more friends, and yeah, just when we are open, like we get to learn more and new culture, and then we try, and again, as we mentioned earlier, like we gain respect of each other, and then that way, I think we are also like I think they can see that oh, okay, so people from your country is actually understanding, and then like they're open to. You know, they're not like, oh, you shouldn't do that, things like that. But they're okay. They're basically they're understanding. And I think that way, in a way, like we respect them, but they also respect us back. So I think that's something that we gain.
Okay, so basically it's like 50-50 deal, right? You understand me, then I understand you. Then let's go.
Yeah.
All right, that's amazing. Now let's compare with your new experience as a teacher in the national school. Of course, I think there is a difference between as a student in international school and as a teacher in international school. Can you share with us about that?
So, first of all, like I was teaching in an international school, but the kids are from Indonesia. So, the international side, I guess, is more of the teachers because they came from different countries. So, I feel that it's more of them who are learning our culture and how to teach Indonesian kids and things like that. Yeah. More rather than us learning a lot more about their culture.
But then the subsequent question, okay, in that situation, do you think there is something that you need to learn as a teacher with international friends? The team, I think they come from different background, different country. How do you see it?
Yeah, again, I think I mentioned it that when we work with different people from different countries, we get to see different work ethics.
Okay.
And so, if there are things that maybe we tend to like I personally sometimes I like to delay things or postpone things, and then they will remind me can we get it done faster, things like that. And then if there are things that I feel that I think it can be done more efficiently or more effectively, then okay, so we try to do things like, I think rather than saying that your way is bad or my way is good or things like that, we try to put okay, what can we do better? And when we see it that way, like I think not only me but my fellow colleagues also learn together. And I think when we are teachers, no matter where we came from, our priority is the student, right? So doesn't matter what our culture is, but what do we want to give to our students? And I think when we had that in common, like the little things don't really matter, and we just find the best way which is for the students.
Alright, so basically the difference between student and international society is more into how we cohabit,
how we get along with each other.
Exactly, and then as a teacher in international community, it's more into the work ethic that we can learn something from them, and they, of course, they can learn something from us as well. Okay, but have you ever had experience teaching foreigners, for example, students that not come from your nationality?
No, I haven't had that experience yet, like teaching. But I used to have a short experience in like attending little kids, Westerner kids.
Okay.
Yeah. So I don't know whether that counts as teaching. We really just more of like babysitting.
Okay. Did you find something interesting?
I think because I was handling like younger children, so what is really different from our culture is like they really put the security and then the privacy really highly. Like you can't take pictures of people's kids, and then how you hold, it's like you have to really be careful of where you put your hands basically, and then they have to do like a police check before I can hold here in the place also. So think more of that, privacy and security issue.
Okay. So, what I found out here, basically you are such a open-minded person. You didn't really find difficulties, okay, when you immerse yourself into this international society. But still, I believe sometimes we, as a person that comes from a different background, even though we are quite receptive to a new culture, but still there is some kind of holdback. Yeah? Did you find things like that?
Yeah, definitely. I think like I try to be open-minded, but then if there are things that I feel, okay, I don't think that matches my value, or like I we still say hi and things like that. We just find things that we like. What's common for both of us? Like especially when I was back when I was a student, or even when I was a teacher. Like okay, when I was a student, we talk about school stuff. And when I was a teacher, like we talk about okay, the class matters for our students. But then when it comes to the personal life, there are things that are not really like. Again, it's maybe sometimes there are things that may be against my value, like. Either I don't talk about it or I just don't associate with it. So I try to be like I just try to find what's common and then I just kind of like okay disregard to the differences and then like the one that really is different from my family.
Okay, I think I see that this we have the win-win solution. It's very great. Thank you very much for the time, Speaker. It was very informative, very useful for me, especially for those who are watching this video at the moment. So we will learn about her experience in intercultural environment, both when she's still a grad student and now she is as a principal and teacher in this school. And that's the end of my video. I really hope it opens our horizon. As Gadamer said, a person who has no horizon is a man who does not see far enough and hence overvalue what is nearest to him. I'll see you guys in my next video. Ciao!